freedom.
It is going to be powered by World Sports Betting. It is GoodTimes.co.za. Orlando Pirates win the original Soweto derby against Moroka Swallows. Sometimes you play these games and you win and the scoreline looks convincing. But if you were sitting through the 90 minutes of the game, you'll have a completely different opinion. Of course, the people who are at Orlando Stadium will be happy that their team won. And sometimes you take those 3 points, put them in the bag on your journey to nowhere or somewhere. I don't know if it's somewhere if you don't get to Champions League, but maybe this is the 3 points that contribute towards the end of the season to get you to the Champions League or somewhere in the upper echelons of the league table. Tso Vilakazi, analyst, former Orlando Pirates captain. What did you make of the game, sir?
Mr. Kiyo kunjani mfuthu? Ngibulise wena, ngibulise Junior, ngibulise Justice. Nginibulise nana emakhaya, ngicela support njalo la iDiskiTV. Ngizobe nje njalo ngichike futhi.
Ubuyero Cristiano Ronaldo, siyambona shaya ama backflips, CR7 Saleng my CR7.
Pirates, they are back in winning ways. Mr. Kiyo, they play a derby. This is a big game, Mr. Kiyo. The history tells you this is a big game. Pirates and Swallows. This is a very big game. And
CR7 they backflip kule on goal ka versus Beer a celebrate lapho. It's a good hustle.
Yeah.
He made sure ukuthi ayiphume ibhola. Saleng is back. The player of the season is back.
Mr. Nkiyo, mina ngihlale ngithi if you can't score when force them to make a mistake to get a goal. So that's what it did,
So Ubuyelo CR7.
Yeah, he's back. He's back, Mr. Nkiyo. It's good to see him. Mr. Nkiyo, don't laugh, Mr. Nkiyo. We need these boys to come back again, Banga veli banyamalale. So I think the boy, he needs to get that confidence again. Last season, because this season so far akakenze lutho nje. There's nothing nje ngoba impela engizothi ngibonile from kuye, but to see him angene la with derby and try his way and force that on goal layana, I think maybe zamnikeza that confidence again to say, look, I need to work more hard. I need to push myself. I'm not the person that I was last season, where I will make things happen. Score goals, create chances. So he needs to, to push himself. But nevertheless, hold on to the team, even though the game was not interesting, Mr. Nkiyo. Pirates had position, but it seems like they didn't have ideas of team because when you look at amagolabo namanje, you could tell man ukuthi ingathi bathuke sebaseboxini and then now they had to react. There's a difference between a person that builds indlela yakhe ukuthi sifuna ukungena lapha eboxini ngendlela ekanje, and when we get to that box, then this is what we want to do. Yabo, and because Mongapega, how many saves did he made? But he considered ama chances lawa Pirates were totally where Mahopa. For me, you force a pass because you could see he ran Mahopa. He's not willing to make that run with actually pass. So I forced he passed upon pull, and that's a very good pass and good finish for Ulontuzana Mahopa. And as a striker, I always say good thing. Ungabu Saleng, ungabu Pool, ungabu Mofokeng. Stay there. Klala lapaya, upass ukore, because now he likes to make those runs. Uyenzile run, why cross the team couldn't do anything. So there's no way we're gonna falter a team in that position to say team, but now maybe we're ahead or in. That's not his strength. Go to team, we can get him lapane box in. Who's supposed to be in that box? Mr. Nkiyo, and I was not happy. In a performance, didn't give us anything. Obvious in the midfield, you've got these two. They're not playing forward passes. They always go wide. They go wide. They want those crosses, and for me, it didn't work for them. So Swallows, second half, I think they started to change in terms of the work rate, where now they want to push more. But Mr. Nkiyo, you push with an idea of saying, this is how we're going to push. When we get to these areas, this is how we need to play the passes.
Why do you need to concede first before you push?
That's the problem here, Swallows, and I don't know how coach Steve Kompela ngayilungisa kanjani, because it's not the first time in I've said it na ilu with Nange Chiefs. It teaches my correct said it the last 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden it was a different Swallows. Now they get to that final third. Now they're taking shots and all of that. Then you ask yourself, but people bonke labantu laba sonke lesikhathi igame iqala until we figure the last 9 minutes after each was a goal. Like even tonight, the same thing. Pirates now you see Swallows saying that they're trying now, but again, Mr. Kew, when you try, you're going to buy a pusher, they're working hard. But when they get to that final third, they're still losing those passes. And for me, that's a waste.
Yeah. When you look at Kabatino Mango, do you see a fit player?
Mango is not fit. I don't know whether, sometimes.
Even though it's been 4 months into the new season, it's not even a new season anymore. I mean, we're almost at the halfway stage.
Yeah. Mr. Kew, the tricky part in this case, I will make an example in Mango. There's two things. One, I doubt about really a fitness. I think psychologically he's something's not okay. Because that's not the Mango that he will get the ball, smash you, that get a ball and then go 1v1, try and take a shot. So Mango today, yeah, he tried to take a shot first half, but second half now he's getting the balls. He wants to pass, getting the ball, and he gets to good areas. He gets to good areas. Then instead of him being the Mango that we know, the Mango that I believe if he's mentally fit and ready for the game, I mean, he was gonna give that defense Pirates a very, very a tough time. But I didn't see anything tonight. I'm disappointed at him, and for me as a senior player, he's a senior player. He's been around Mango, and he's an international player. So for me now, as an international player, I expect more from you. So for Mango, I'm disappointed. Hope maybe he's gonna go back and work hard, and then come back, and we're gonna see the Mango that we know.
There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so, former Orlando Pirates captain, an icon and a legend in the South African football game as well. For what Swallows does on social media, for all the talk and all the build-up to games, there seems to be an imbalance. On the one hand, they are very good at propping up games and telling you that they will be playing at a certain date. Very humorous, very interesting and entertaining, and that's as it should be. On the other hand, it's not complemented by what happens on the field of play. You do feel that they are short with 10, 15 players to replace that whole team, really, if we are being honest. But where will they find those players? Because all good players, of course, are signed by clubs. And do they really have the money to sign those players? So we could be that in the middle of a Swallows that's developing to be a good team in 2 seasons' time, who knows? Or next season, who knows? Because they're trying out, you see different styles of play within the same game. First half is different and it doesn't work, and then they change it in the second half and it's not working. And it's not the same style of play that they opened pre-season and the opening matches of the seasons with. So you have a sense that it's probably a developing team. What it's certain is about is the fact that it's not a team that they should be moving forward with. For all the players that they've tried to sign, which Steve Kompela branded geniuses, players like Abotumisane Zuma, Kabatino Mango, Andile Charlie, all of these players that he's signed, for all the labels of genius, at some point it needs to start working. The wheels need to be in motion for us to see that genius at work. And you wonder whether or not that will happen, given that the team is not complemented by geniuses around them. It's 2 or 3 geniuses who are at this current juncture, not in their career, but at this current juncture, they're not good enough. They're not working hard. They're not running for their teammates. So it's going to be a very difficult one. I do sense that this is a Swallows team that is a mid-table team at best. Maybe number 8, maybe number 9, maybe number 10. The only reason why they will be higher is because the PSL is shit sometimes, and there are teams who are always going to be doing shit. The only reason why Richards Bay is not relegated is because there's Cape Town Spurs behind them. And the only reason why Chippa United is not relegated is because there's always someone else doing worse than them, even though Chippa United should be relegated. So Swallows will probably be number 7, even though they deserve to be in a competitive league, number 16, based on what they're currently doing. iDiskiTV, Diski Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.